Coming up on ciLiving, the Urbana Pops Orchestra is free, high-quality orchestral music for the whole family. You'll hear a sneak peek of the Urbana Pops Orchestra's upcoming show right here on ciLiving today. And you might think that historical longsword fighting is just in the movies, but there's actually a group teaching this form of martial arts right here in Central Illinois. Plus, learn how to make your day-to-day life a little easier and more sustainable. Bean Blossom Soap is here to show you some of her handcrafted products and teach you how to make them. Thank you for tuning in and welcome to ciLiving. I'm your host, Jaclyn Friedlander. If you are searching for a new workout, you probably considered a lot of options, including yoga. But what about yoga with puppies? Joining me now are Mary and Michelle, and they've brought their dogs along. All right, ladies. Why puppy yoga?
Well, yoga opens up your heart and so do your pets at home. So we brought our pets along. And when did you start doing?
I started doing yoga with puppies a lot in 2020 when our yoga studio had to close down. So I was doing it at home all the time. So this guy is really accustomed to it. This one's a puppy. He just got here a year ago. So, but yeah, we've been doing it a lot at home.
Nice. And I feel like this is a take because I feel like goat yoga has become really popular, and then yoga with other animals. And so if you don't have dogs, but you want to follow along on this practice, you can do it with any animals you have at home, right?
Oh, absolutely. And even if you're sitting, so Papa Paul, if you're in your recliner right now, you can put down the footrest and just do the upper body part as we do some stretches together.
That's great. And also to that point, if you are mobility challenged or aren't able to stretch at all, you can get a lot of the same benefits as when you're exercising if you sort of do it along in your mind and just concentrate on the breathing. And I feel like yoga is just a positive thing in general. So you can invite some of that positivity in.
For sure.
Absolutely.
All right. So do you want to lead us through some poses with the puppies?
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
for example, we could just start seated here, just sit in a way that's comfortable for you. And as you inhale, you could reach your arms up and overhead. And exhale, drop one hand down and then reach up through the other side. Exhale, go into a nice long side stretch. And if the hand that's near the ground is by a small animal,
I was going to say, the puppies are distracting.
While you do your stretches, and they love it. And then inhale, you can bring it back. Maybe we'll try a tabletop position here and just swing the legs around.
Sorry.
Oh, watch out, make sure you don't kick any small, cute little pets. And then go ahead and step one of your feet forward. So we'll come into a lunge. And then as you inhale, you can reach your arms up and overhead and stretch.
So I guess lunging is not for those two puppies. Those two are yours, right, Mary?
They're like,
They'll come back.
We don't like the lunging.
They got distracted by the lunging. I was going to say, this one just is like, can you just sit and pet me? And I'm like, maybe I will.
We could.
Okay.
And then in chair pose, you can even pick them up. And then as you bring them close to your heart, this one's Simba. So we'll do a Lion King move. The circle of life. And he loves it. And then we bring it back down.
And I feel like that's really
right,
good because then that adds a little bit of weight to the practice. So if you, want a little bit more bang for your buck in some of those poses, you could maybe lift the dogs and use them as lightweights.
That's right.
You absolutely can. It's a great idea. Or your baby if you have one at home.
Oh yeah, baby, a cat, whatever's available.
And then inhale, reach your arms up. Now you just lunge on the other
I
side.
won't step on you, don't worry.
Yeah, and anytime they're nearby, just give them some love. And then you can step around and maybe swing your legs around. And again, if you have a small doggy handy, you can just put them on your lap here. And then as you inhale,
puppy.
you could float your feet up. And then maybe bring your hand, and then if you can balance like in boat pose, you can just set them right there on your belly. And sometimes they'll stay balanced as you go into reverse.
I was going to say, these dogs
tabletop.
love it. Look at that.
There you go.
Also
Good job,
bringing
Simba.
some extra.
Nice job.
Oh, look, I ended up with all of them.
Yay!
yoga guru. That was really fun. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and we'll just finish
Okay.
by inhale, reach your arms, take a deep breath in, gather all the positive puppy energy, and exhale, integrate it into your own heart. And then if anyone asks you to go to the studio and you just don't have it in you, tell them, namaste at home with my pet.
I like that because we always end yoga with a namaste, so I like that. That's great.
Yeah, thank you.
And I feel like this is really great for the animals as well, because then they're sort of getting your Zen energy in them, because I know a lot of times it's the opposite, right? We rely on our animals to take away our stress. Now we can relax them as well.
Yeah, share the good vibes. It's like a way of entrainment coming together.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for being here, both of you.
Thank you for having us, Jaclyn.
Well, coming up right after the break, there is a place that you can learn how to long sword fight right here in Central Illinois at Tempered Metal Historical Fencing. They will show you how it's done. And then later, meet the orchestra that lets local high schoolers partner up with adult musicians. Urbana Pop's Orchestra will give you an inside look at their upcoming concert, so stick around.